All right, so in this video, I'm going to talk to you guys about, like, should you want your ex-girlfriend back? Because there's really two sides of the coin that you can be on, depending on your viewpoint on relationships in general. You're going to get like a lot of the dating coaches out there on YouTube that'll tell you like, no, you should want your ex back, especially if something was really good. Like I know Coach Lee and Coach Craig Kenneth, they say that. Like you'll have those people down in the comments on every video that's always like, bro, an ex is an ex for a reason. I'm going to touch on that because I think that should be the case in some situations, but not all the time. The other side of the coin, more towards like the red pill community, that's the red pill is like MGTOW, men going their own way. These are the guys that are like an ex-girlfriend is an ex-girlfriend for a reason. I agree with someone else you guys probably know very well, Corey Wayne's philosophy, if you want like a really popular life coach. He says that if a girl breaks up with you, well, that's her loss. So you shouldn't be doing things to get her back. When you work on yourself and you go no contact and you're moving on with your life, if the girl comes back, then it's made the best girl win. When you go into no contact after you get broken up with, that's ultimately the best thing to do because psychologically your brain is going to push those memories down and it's going to store it in an area where you're not going to be able to like bring up unless something triggers it. So with no contact, a lot of people will do no contact to try to get their ex back. If you go on these dating coaches videos, you'll have a lot of these people saying, like men and women, they're like, oh my God, I want her back or I want him back so bad. This was the best thing that's ever happened to me. From one guy to another, man. Or if you're a girl watching this by chance, from one guy to a girl, think about the self-respect that you don't have for yourself if you're hoping that somebody that chose to end a relationship with you, this person literally said, hey, I don't want you in my life anymore. And you're sitting here hoping that this person wants to get back with you? Nah, bro, they should be thinking the other way, man. If they broke up with you, yes, it's gonna fucking hurt. Okay, it's gonna hurt. Like if you got broken up with, it's gonna hurt. There's no way to avoid that. I can promise you, there's always gonna be another guy or girl that's gonna come into your life at some point in time. It's just when they're gonna come into your time that you have no idea. That's the hard part. Because when this person comes into your life, if they make you feel just as good or if not better than your ex-girlfriend, you're not gonna think about the ex-girlfriend as much or at all. The idea then of these people, oh, I'm gonna do no contact as a strategy to get my ex-girlfriend back is not what you should want to do. And in that case, if that's your way of thinking, you should not want your ex-girlfriend back because if that girl comes back into your life and you're doing no contact just to get her back, well, what other kinds of improvement have you made in your life that's going to make you a better man to where that relationship's not going to fall apart the second time around? You're in no contact, but you're just waiting every single day, hoping that he or she may text you or may not text you, and it's flip a coin. They either will at some point in the future or they won't. You have no control of that. So why are you going to sit here and hope that your ex-girlfriend comes back when they told you they didn't want to be with you? You shouldn't want them back because no contact is a way of living. You as a man have an outcome, and that is to find a woman that wants to be with you, that wants to cherish you, that looks at you as a king, that wants to be around you. This ex-girlfriend no longer does. She doesn't want anything to do with you. If she comes back, she's going to have to prove to you that she made a mistake and she wants to fix this. Otherwise, that's why I said, I think at the beginning of this, may the best girl win. You as a man should be looking for a girl that's going to satisfy your needs of what you want in the relationship. This relationship ended for a reason. Now, if you're like me, I've been broken up with by girls where I didn't get the reason. I didn't know the reason. The last girl told me that she's been battling God on this for months and that God wants her to have time and space to heal. So I don't really know why she broke up with me. I thought that maybe I did something wrong, and I can look back at my behavior and say, okay, well, that would turn any girl off. But then at the same time, a lot of it comes down to what's happening in their head. So going back to this video then of should you want your ex-girlfriend back, if you're doing no contact to get your ex-girlfriend back, no, you should not want your ex-girlfriend back because you're likely not going to improve your life in any way, shape, or form to where if this girl does come back, you're going to be the same beta male bitch that you've always been, and she's going to fucking break up with you again. The flip side of that is an ex-girlfriend is an ex-girlfriend for a reason. And this is where I say it depends on what she did. Think like cheating, physically abusive, mentally abusive, emotionally abusive, something that, or disrespectful even, if her words constantly don't match her actions, if she says like belittling things, if she plays fucking victim all the time. Like if there's something that's clearly her fault and throughout the entirety of that relationship, she always found a way to turn it back on you. No, I don't think you should want your ex-girlfriend back. And in that case, an ex-girlfriend's going to be an ex-girlfriend for a reason. If this girl comes back around and she starts trying to earn her way back in your life. She's apologizing. She's wanting to make up for it. She's saying she's changed or whatever. Let the best girl win. So I guess the answer is like no either way, unless you adopt the philosophy that I just told you about. You should not be wanting your ex-girlfriend back, but if she does come back, then you will allow her back into your life as long as she can prove that she's a better woman and that she wants to make the relationship work this time around. So should you want your ex-girlfriend back? I answered that in what, 3 different ways now. The first 2 are if you're doing no contact to get them back, the answer is no. If you believe an ex is an ex for a reason, despite what she does, even if it's not bad, then the answer is no. Or you can adopt my philosophy. I think you should, as long as, one, she chooses to come back and then she proves it to you. Because in no way, shape, or form, if your ex-girlfriend comes back in your life, are you ever going to pursue her ever again. She broke up with you. So from this point forward, if she comes back, she's going to do 100% of the calling and the texting moving forward. The only thing you are going to do if she comes back is when she reaches out, you're going to set a date. If we can get the woman to believe that the relationship's her idea, she's not going to be thinking or feeling like breaking up with you. This is just like negotiating and sales 101 right here. That's really what relationships come down to. And it's unfortunate because if a girl, I know this is off topic, but if a girl feels like you like her more than she likes you, she's gonna go and find somebody else. It doesn't make any sense, man, but that's that's just how women think. So I hope you guys understood where I was going with this on should you want your ex-girlfriend back or not. I touched on, like I said, all 3 philosophies. Whatever one you fall into is ultimately up to yours. I mean, I'm gonna be straight up with you guys. If you are one of those people right now that think that your life's not going to get better unless your ex-girlfriend or ex-boyfriend comes back into it and you just need them back in your life so bad, I don't think you should ever watch my videos ever again, because it's people like you who are going to live, pretty miserable lives. It's people like you that aren't going to do anything to improve themselves. And then you got guys like me that know that no matter what happens in the future, another girl is going to come around and she's likely going to be better because you're learning from your past relationships on what you liked and what you didn't like. And then your behavior, if you're a man that changes like I do, your behavior is going to change and you're going to become a better man. This is why men's lives get better the older they get, because we become more masculine, we become more mature, we become more experienced, so we can actually understand how to handle women, how to make money, how to just be a man. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to end the video here. Listen, I just released a new cheat sheet for men looking to get better at pickup, dating, and relationships. You can get that for $13.99. Click the link in the next page, go watch the video and see if that's for you. I think that thing's fucking amazing, which is why I'm glad I put it out. And then also too, I just changed the price of my book. If you want to get my ebook, it's now free. You can pick up a copy for that. It just needs your name and email. Or if you want to work with me on one-on-one coaching, the link's down in the description. Haven't changed anything with that yet. But if you want a personalized way of getting success in life much faster than the cheat sheet in your book, then plan a time to work with me. That being said, guys, hey, if you like this video, you're going to want to check out this video right here. And if you learn a few things from this, again, man, you're going to learn a few things from that one as well. So that being said, guys, hey, I'll see you in the next video.